My name is Arnold, and I have no idea what I'm doing, as always. Anyway, I'm here in the art gallery, and one of the things that my goal is, I just wrote a book called The Way of Arnold, and the reason why I wrote it is because I want to become a legend. Simple as that. What happened was, maybe about a year ago, I had two investors who wanted to open up 4,000 stores called Arnold's Way, and I figured that was my chance to literally have an impact on the world. My feeling is there's thousands of diseases, thousands of people with mental issues, thousands, millions of people in jail. My feeling is if you change the way you eat, you could change all that will disappear. Anyway, what I did is I wrote a book called Way of Arnold that deals with 7 stages of disease. Every disease in the world is based on these 7 stages. It was written by someone called Dr. Herbert Shelton, who passed it on to T.C. Fry. T.C. Fry wrote a manual. I read the manual one day. As soon as I read the manual, at that time I had a vegetarian cafe. After I finished reading the manual, I closed the vegetarian cafe down. I mean, I had lines of people in my store on a day-to-day basis. But after reading this manual, I decided to close the door down and begin with fruit and vegetables as my base. Anyway, 7 stages of disease goes from first stage, second stage, third stage, fourth stage, fifth stage, 6th stage, 7th stage. Pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, first stage is basically deals with truth and lie. The body wants to be a state of truth, wants to be a state of love. It does not want lie. As soon as you cook food above 115 degrees, it becomes acid waste. The 7th stage deals with what happens to the acid waste. So when you're young, the body tries to cough it out, and as you get older, the body tries to destroy it. Generally, the way it tries to destroy it, puts it in your hands, it's called arthritis, puts it in your feet, it's called gout. I mean, every disease is based on, or fibromyalgia, not leukemia, fibromyalgia, MS, body takes all this acid waste and tries to destroy it. So it puts it in your hands, puts it in your feet, puts it in your low back pain. What happens when the body tries to destroy it, it sends its force to that area to destroy it. When that happens, that area becomes enlarged to welcome all the soldiers. Which means someone coming with fibromyalgia is no big deal because it's the body's intelligence. And the body cannot destroy it. What it does, and eventually, it contains it. Puts it in a little sack. I mean, and then what it does, it puts all this acid waste there, and then it gets bigger, bigger, and bigger, and bigger, and bigger. That's a tumor formation. But essentially, it's acid waste. The body can't handle it. In the medical terms, what they do is they try to destroy chemotherapy, radiation, whatever. In my opinion, what they do is just remove the cause, give the body healthy condition. The body will simply disappear. Next one I wrote about what to do about it. A lot of things are what to do about. I mean, for the most part, you take pills, you take aspirin, you go for surgery. I don't believe in any of them. What I believe is in love. Love is the key factor in treating every disease. Every moment is a moment of love, which means you have to love yourself from a moment of birth to a moment of death. And the body does not make mistakes. So that's the number 1 factor. The second factor is I focus on more of a fruit diet, fruit and leafy greens. At least 60 to 80% of your diet is fruit and leafy greens. Third is exercise. I mean, this book I wrote, it's easy to read, easy to follow. And all of a sudden, it's almost like a mental attitude. It's not about food. It's what you want, how bad do you want it. What do you want, how bad do you want it. And you have to keep it really simple. First stage is 7 stage of diseases. Second part is 7 stage of health. Third thing I believe is the 5-5-5 rule, which means there's a lot of recipe books out. I mean, a lot of recipe books. My recipe book, in the book, is really simple. You ready? Banana, avocado, tomato, grape. Right now I'm eating grapes. I'm eating mango. It is so simple. There's no brain, there's no thought process involved. You don't have to think about what are you going to make. Put bananas in front of you. Put this, put that in front of you. Put all any types of fruit. Doesn't really matter. Fourth thing I talk about is people say, what do I eat? And that's really a good one. I make it really, really very simple. It's part of the 5-5 rule. I also talk about something called yummy to the tummy rule. Yummy to the tummy rules means you have to be able to eat in large quantity in a raw state. If you cannot eat in large quantity in a raw state, keep them in things like oil, onions, garlic, ginger. In my opinion, kept to a minimum or out of the diet. Next, I talk about the green smoothies. Green smoothies, in my mind, is a secret. It is a secret bar none. I'm doing this. I've been giving classes now for about 12 years. In my mind, the secret is the green smoothies. Up until I started offering green smoothies, no one, I mean no one, continued with the eat mostly food. No one. I mean, I did with hundreds of thousands of people. I would say in all that time, maybe 5 people out of 100,000 could stick to eat mostly fruit. What they can do, and which is the secret, you want to get them to over the hump on a daily basis. Brushing your teeth, drink a green smoothie. It's going to say go to the bathroom, drink a green smoothie. But on that line, it's something you do almost like a daily routine. You don't think about it. When you drink enough, at least 2 green smoothies a day, your mind begins to change. And that to me is the real secret of staying raw. Most people go on a raw food diet, I see it all the time. 2-3 months, yeah. 4th month, they've had it. Which means ideally you have to bring green smoothies, to my mind, is the key. I guess the other thing I talk about in my book, I don't know what else I talk about in the book. I talk about different things. I talk about dough-in. Dough-in is, which means that I have, generally people come to me, I got like 15 minutes, 10 minutes to change their mind forever. And what I do, besides the raw food, I talk about Chinese facial diagnosis or body diagnosis. When someone comes to me, I'm doing this right now. You know what this means? Actually means something. I'm not telling you, but it does mean something. Someone does this, it means something. So I try to pour it in together to make it like a good solid base. So when they leave my store, they know what to do. And what I'm doing right now is giving you, writing a book so you know what to do forever. And that means forever. You always go back to the basis, saying that this is the key to raw food, this is the key to staying young, this is the key how to handle any of my friends who get sick. In my opinion, there's no other secret out there. The way to handle all these things, cost is minimal. And the secret in my mind is the green smoothies, of yourself. Anyway, that's it for now. I want to thank Brian from Fruit Powder. You can buy this book at fruitpowder.com. It's called The Way of Arnold. That's FRUIT/POWERED. Fruit powder with all these little fruit guys running around. You can buy it there now. Okay, bye for now.